This is a big development in the Sunfish Sailboat. Hey guys, this is Lee here. And in this video, I have some really exciting news that the Sunfish Sailboat, with its logo and its name, is going to be built not by Laser Performance overseas, but by Sero Innovations in the United States. They just came out with a press release today, and I'm just going to read it right to you if you haven't been able to see it. It says, February 7th, 2025, Marine City, Michigan, Sero Innovation, LLC, the leader in the marine industry and makers of the Soul Sailboat, proudly announces its designation as the builder and distributor for North and South America of the iconic Sunfish and Laser sailboats. This partnership represents a pivotal step in Sero Innovation's mission to advance and grow recreational sailing on a global scale, and the return of sunfish manufacturing to the United States. Under the agreement, Sero Innovation will assume global production and North and South American distribution of these legendary one-design sailboats, safeguarding their rich heritage while inspiring future generations of sailors. All manufacturing will take place at Sero Innovation's facility in Marine City, Michigan. Quote, these iconic American classics have played a transformative role in the world of sailing, end quote, said Chris McClellan, owner and CEO of Sero Innovations, LLC. Quote, we are honored to be entrusted with the stewardship of these time-tested brands. Our team is eager to integrate proven designs with modern manufacturing techniques and further expand their reach through exceptional distribution network, end quote. The Sunfish and Laser are renowned for their simplicity, performance, and accessibility, making them staples of the sailing community for many decades. Sero Innovation is committed to upholding the exceptional quality that enthusiasts expect while exploring new opportunities for innovation such as advanced materials and cutting-edge manufacturing methods. Oh, Chris is calling me right now. That's excellent. And the first sailboats produced by Sero Innovation are expected to be available in 2025. This is an amazing development. I'm going to get back to you really soon. I'm going to actually call Chris McClellan back because I called him a few minutes ago. He's calling me back. So I really want to know what is going on with his company, Sero Innovations, who actually happens to be the sister company of Sunfish Direct. Everyone that knows this channel, and I really appreciate everybody watching, knows Sunfish Direct. I've mentioned them many times before. So let's go and talk to Chris McClellan. I'm going to give him a phone call, and I'm going to get back to you, well, after I edit this, probably in a few seconds. And if you like this content, don't forget to smash that like button. I really appreciate it. So I just got off the phone with Chris McClellan, the CEO to Sero Innovations and Sunfish Direct, the two sister companies that he owns. And I got the tea directly from the man, Chris McClellan. Hopefully I will contact him and do like a Zoom call or a live Facebook so we could do some sort of questions and answers so you could see his face. It was a direct phone call, so I don't have the video of it because there is no video. So I'm going to just give you the gist of some of the conversation that we had. First of all, Chris McClellan started Sero Innovations about a year and a half ago. He started with the Soul Sailboat, the SOL, which was basically a sunfish on the bottom of the hull, and him and his team did the whole cockpit differently. He kept on saying throughout the phone call that the goal for Sero Innovations and for Sunfish Direct were born out of the need for parts for the Sunfish Sailor. Parts are very hard to come by. Your local shops like the Dinghy Shop and the Boat Locker and things like that, they did a great job doing it, but the manufacturer, Laser Performance, they were slow to get them out. So that's where the Sunfish Direct company came about. They saw a need for parts. They really helped fill that need. And a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, they also saw a need to get people out on small sailboats, similar to like the Sunfish. So they developed the Soul. Chris has always, throughout the phone call, said that's our goal. And there's going to be a lot of questions, especially if you're a class member who's racing a class member, Sunfish, United States Sunfish class member, or the ISCA, which is the International Sunfish Class Association. These sailboats that are going to be made in 2025, they're going to be Sunfish. They're going to be Sunfish trademark sailboats made in Michigan by Sero Innovations. If you want to sail in a class legal event like the North Americans, the Midwinters, the World Championships, they are not legal for those races. They are Sunfish, but the legal boats coming out in 2025, the class legal boats are going to be made. And if you saw my video about a month ago that there's going to be a new builder for the new Sunfish, that's right and that's wrong. The word Sunfish in 2025 going forward for those new boats, they're not going to be class legal to race without a plaque. There's going to be some new Sunfish with plaques, and actually Sunfish Direct has some laser performance built Sunfish with the plaques that will make those boats class legal. Now, when Sero Innovation starts making boats in 2025 and they start to plan to come out with these Sunfish sailboats in 2025, they will not have the plaques. I'm sure if you go to a local place where they're going to race them, like my home club in Sayville, it's a Wet Pants Sailing Association, if someone comes up with a Sero Innovation Sunfish and they want to race on Tuesday nights, we're not going to turn you down if you want to race a Sunfish or an ISCA or whatever. We invite you out there. It's only when you go to a regional, a North American, something that needs to have Sunfish class legal stuff, that's where it's going to be an issue. Now, for most of my viewers out there, probably about over 4,000 viewers out there probably don't race at all. So it won't make a difference. Another thing that should be known, that the new builder for the ISCA, which will be class legal boats that were modeled after the old Sunfish, they're built by Zim. Zim is the only manufacturer who's going to be making class legal boats. So you could sail those anywhere. Sunfish that are going to be made by Sero Innovations, they're going to be made with the same quality controls that the Soul has been made by in the last 2 years from Sero Innovations. So if you want to sail a 14-foot sailboat with the Latine rig, with the crab claw spars, you could get either one. The costs of these boats are going to be, this news is like really, really hot off the press. So the costs are not finalized, but they're going to be in the same range as the Sunfish and the Soul ballpark. Nothing's set in stone right now. I did ask about the manufacturing of it. Selden's going to supply the spars for the Sunfish sailboat. When I say Sunfish from now on this video, it's going to be the Sero Innovations built Sunfish. It's not going to be an ISCA, it's going to be a Sunfish. The manufacturing is going to be with the vacuum bags inside the hulls for flotation. They're not going to have the foam blocks like the old boats. The old boats with the foam blocks, they were there to keep the structure stiff for the old Sunfish, and when those blocks loosened up, then you hear it and the boats got soft. So they're bringing the modern techniques that they're not using any blocks. And I asked Chris some hard questions, and I asked him about the class and the Sunfish because Zim has been named as the official builder of the racing boat. He said there's no hard feelings. He's really all about trying to get people out on the water, whether you race or not. That is the goal of Sunfish Direct and the goal of Sero Innovations. I asked him, can you see the Sunfish being made class legal in the future? And he basically said he would entertain any phone calls to discuss that, but that has to deal with a lot of politics with International Sunfish Class Association and World Sailing. There's a lot of layers for this to go, and who knows? In my opinion, it might take years before that even happened, not to even mention any sort of agreements with Zim the builder. Chris has been very, very open about, helping sailors get on the water. I've known Chris since I started the channel, and he's never going to say, no, we're not going to. There's no hard feelings that Sero Innovations were not chosen as the official builder for the racing class. He acquired the name, the trademark of the laser, the Sunfish, and the logo. They have the rights to use the logo and the name. So that's really cool. And like I said before, the Selden spars are going to be there used. They're going to have Harkin hardware. The blades are being made in-house like they've been using. And North Sails is the builder. So when he's of the sails, North Sails is the builder of the sails. And I asked him, even though if the sails are going to be built by North Sails, are they going to be class legal? And he said no, they're not going to be class legal, even though they're built by North. So we'll see if the ISCA, the International Sunfish class, makes that clear in their rules. So right now I asked him a question about he's very proud of his dealer network. He has about 17 or 18 dealers around that sell the sole already, and they're most likely going to be also selling the Sunfish and the laser. And I asked him, is his dealer network bigger than LP's dealer network? And he actually didn't know the numbers. I know the dinghy shop. I'm going to ask Jim Kohler more stuff about his involvement with the Sunfish. I asked him how many soles that Sero Innovation made. He said they made about 300 boats in the last year and a half to 2 years. When they came about it, they reverse engineered the Sunfish, and they used the hull shape, and then they changed the cockpit. And so they used their techniques. All the feedback that he's been getting from the people who use the sole, who own the sole. I know Charlie Shipway has a lot of good things to say about the Sole sailboat. If they make those sailboats as good as the soles as far as their stiffness and their reliability, I'm sure that the Sero Innovation Sunfish is going to be a really fantastic boat. The main focus, and I kept on harping on the class legality, I wanted to see his pulse, and Chris was he's steady as you can be, and he was burning no bridges, and he was very cordial, and he was just saying, it's like, yeah, we weren't picked as the class builder, but we're here, we want to get people on the water. Now we acquired the names for Laser and Sunfish and the logos, and he's out there, and Sero Innovations their goal is to get people out on the water. There's something similar to that and my channel. If I could take something away from the racing that I do and share it with anyone who doesn't race, by all means, I hope that continues. So if you like this information, don't forget to smash that like button, and also leave some comments. This is a big development in the Sunfish Sailboat history. We've got 60 years of history. If anyone is interested in learning more about how to get a Sunfish, you could go to seroinnovations.com, and they'll have find a dealer in the dealer network. You could also go to Sunfish Direct. Sunfish Direct does have a few leftover LP sailboats that are class legal, and they're going to be an online dealer. So between the online dealers and local dealers, you'll be able to get as Sunfish as you want. If you have any questions or comments, please leave the comments down below. I read all the comments. This is a huge development. It can be confusing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the water.